What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover. You know what I'm saying? Coming from your mama's basement. About to wrap up this Unchained Lakers event with our last and final player, and that's Lou Williams. I have a lot to say about Lou. One of the main things that really upset me last year was when they picked up Lou. I was like, why did you get Lou when you got Nick Young? It's almost the same identical player, just height. That's it, just height. Nick Young is what, 6'7", if I'm not mistaken, and Lou is what, 6'1". They play exactly alike, and I'm like, why would you go get him when you got Nick Young? This is the whole big problem with the Lakers organization last year, and this is the main reason why people like D'Lo and Jordan Clarkson and all them, couldn't really impact the team because they didn't really have shooters to their ability. Like for instance, I'm gonna put it like this: Lou Williams is a two guard in a point guard's body. Number one, he's too small to play two guard because most of the two guards are like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", some 6'8". And this guy's 6'1", so he had to play the point guard. Now, when he plays the point, the only problem is he's a shoot first, pass second type player. He's not the player that's going to look to get anybody involved. He's going to look for his shot first. This was something that written by Casey, and this is basically the coach for Toronto, and this is what he basically said. He said, Casey has not directly said it, but has hinted that one of the problems with Toronto rotation last year was that sixth man of the year, Lou Williams, did a great job scoring, but was so lax on defense that it dragged down the whole team. Then he going to say Biombo has changed the Toronto reserve court defensively on the interior, and Joes have done so on the perimeter. And this is basically what he said about 4 weeks ago. But they were talking about the previous year. So my thing is like when they signed this guy for a $7 million contract, and when they first did, I said, well, what was the point? You know what I mean? You get the exact same thing in Nick Young. I don't really want to go into like a lot of detail about the guy, even though I have a lot to say about him, but I'm not going to waste time. But here's the thing. All right, like I said before, he's a scorer. He liked to shoot, point blank. He can have on games and off games like Nick Young. Doesn't have no defense like Nick Young. Like I say, he's playing out of position because he's 6'1", and he mostly played the two guard. So it's kind of hard to know way to play him. You know what I mean? Like he's good for a team, not like the Lakers, because the Lakers with the triangle motion offense is more unselfish type of play style. He's more of somebody that's coming on a team like Oklahoma City. Where they got that man coming off the bench, lighting it up like a Vinny Johnson when needed. We don't need right now, like I said, because we got Nick Young, and Nick Young, if Nick Young can only become motivated to want to play, Nick Young can play three positions if he wants to. You play the point, the two, or the three. Now, when he play the point, that doesn't mean that he got to bring the ball down, though. On defense, he can play the point guard. However, they try to work it. You know what I'm saying? Because in Lou Walton's motion offense, he liked the idea where many people can utilize bringing the ball down. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's the way the offense roll because it's mostly motion offense where a lot of people would get involved. But Lou Williams, like I said, me personally, I would really look forward to the Lakers trading him. Using him for trade bait. Seriously. Freaking re-sign Roy Hibbert for like $1 million and throw in somebody else, man, just for a role player. Shucks, they could re-sign both of them and go and I don't know, sign somebody that's more valuable coming off the bench that actually can be more productive. And I'm not saying Lou is not productive. I just say that at the end of the day, him and Nick Young are the same exact player. They both don't play defense, so there's no point in having one or the other. I would take Nick over Lou because Nick, like I said, he can play a couple more positions than what Lou can. Lou, like I said, there's a lot of guards that'll break him down and also shoot over him. Nick Young, he can play the wing, he can play the two, like I said before, and Lou is just like I said, he's just like another Nick Young. I'm just being honest with you. He's just like another Nick Young. I believe Byron Scott fell in love with the guy, gave him too many minutes. He shouldn't have got as many minutes that he did. He cut into D'Lo's minutes. And on top of that, it kind of hurt Nick Young getting to play because if you bring in this guy and he's getting like 25, 30 minutes, and sometimes he was starting. Nick Young wasn't getting that time because D'Lo and him had to get that time. So like I said, I would love for the Lakers to trade him for a role player. Shucks, man. You get that $7 million off the board and utilize that $7 million for, another free agent. But I would look for them to trade him, man. I really don't. I'm probably now they might not pay him. They might not trade him um during the off season, but they might trade him during the trade deadline during the regular season, depending on how it pans out. Then again, he might play pretty good with him and Nick Young coming off the bench. You never know. I mean, like I said, it's all about how they play within Luke Walton's system. I mean, because he could drive in Luke Walton's system, but the biggest problem with the Lakers always been defense. And our guards have always had a problem with defense. The best defender on our team is D'Lo. And like I said, that's the reason why I say I'm so heavy on Whiteside, because we need some interior defense. You know what I mean? With that being said, Lou Williams, like I said, he's offense wise, he can give it to you. You've seen games where he go in spurts where he can just go off. Then there's games where he don't do crap. But it is what it is. I mean, we had up and down games. I mean, not we, but there are other players that have up and down games like that as well. But my whole thing about Lou is that I would definitely trade him. I mean, I love him, but I would trade him. I mean, like I said, you got Nick Young, and I'd rather go with Nick Young. He's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious. I'm just being honest with you. Nick Young is cheaper. I mean, he's on Nick Young, they paying him $5 million, I believe, and they paying Lou $7 million. So I will go with Nick Young because I believe that you can get more out of Nick Young. And I think that I think Nick Young has a second chance at redemption. Well, actually a third chance because he was with Philly. I think he has another chance at redemption with us under Luke Walton's system. But I would definitely trade Lou Williams. I wouldn't look to keep him, man. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, like I said in the day, he gives up a lot. I would like to see them re-sign Hurts, but it is what it is. We don't know what the Lakers are going to do from here on out. But I'm just basically giving y'all my intake on the Lakers that are signed and the ones that they definitely know are going to be re-signing. But that's JC. So with that said, like I said before, there's not too much to say on it, even though I got a lot to say on it, but I'm not going to go into details on it because at the end of the day, he's nothing but a replica of Nick Young. And that's it. Like I said, the only difference is that Nick Young got height on him, but he's the same exact player. They both like to shoot. They like to gun. They don't play defense. They try to go ISO a lot. I mean, it's the exact same player. You know what I mean? I could go look in the mirror and look at myself and smile at myself and do the exact same thing. That's what I'm saying. So with that being said, I'm about to go fry me some fish, but not fried. I meant to say baked. Y'all fell for it. But anyway, it's your man Urban Lover, and that was the wrap up of my Unchained series with the Lakers. With that being said, guys, like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about certain individuals that still on the team and what you think that the Lakers should do with certain individuals, certain players. With that being said, you have a blessed day. And definitely, most of all, I love you guys. But most of all, be safe out there.